Hello, I'm Edward Tarte, once a Catholic priest for 5 years in the 1960s, now an atheist, which means I find no credible evidence for the existence of any God. Recently, my local dialoguer, Catholic priest Father TJ, gave a sermon entitled, "How Would You Describe Jesus?" Some months earlier, he had given a sermon which reveals one way in which he answers his own question. The sermon entitled, "Jesus, King of the Universe." At that time, I sent TJ a message challenging that idea. I said, the biblical Jesus in Matthew 21, Mark 11, John 14, and Matthew 18 promised that anyone who prays with faith will receive what he asks for. Jesus' promises were unconditional except for faith. These promises were among the most unambiguous things that the biblical Jesus ever reportedly said. If Jesus was God, as Catholics and many other Christians believe, he surely knew that many parents of critically ill children would take him at his word and decline medical help, relying entirely on prayer. In fact, many parents have done just that, with the result that their children have died, whereas they would have recovered if they had received the proper medical treatment. For Jesus to foresee this and yet make such promises concerning prayer is criminal behavior on his part, and it disqualifies him for me to regard him as King of the universe. That is what I said to TJ. TJ never responded to my message. Recently, I sent him another message saying, there is evidence that the biblical Jesus was a bigot, prejudiced against foreigners. I was referring to an event reported in Mark 7 and Matthew 15, in which a woman who was Greek came to Jesus and asked him to force a demon out of her daughter. Jesus reportedly said to her, "It is not right to take the food from the children and feed it to the dogs." She replied, "Lord, even the dogs eat the crumbs that the children drop from the table." Jesus said then, in effect, "Okay, I will cure your daughter." Jesus, King of the universe? Not to my way of thinking. And I cited one more example from many possible examples. I said to TJ, there is evidence that your biblical Jesus was a horse thief. I probably should have said donkey thief. I was referring to an incident reported in Matthew 21 in which Jesus sent 2 of his disciples into a village to take a donkey without the owner's permission. TJ responded to me that he thinks the owner of the donkey got his donkey back when Jesus was through using it, so it was really okay. Well, TJ, there's nothing like that in the biblical accounts, and it wasn't okay. TJ, over and over and over, when I have pointed out to you something that's highly questionable about your faith, you either don't answer me at all, or you evade the issue, or you come up with some feeble excuse. Actually, we have no reliable information as to what Jesus said and did, nor the purposes of his actions, whatever they were. However, although the Jesus as described in the Bible showed some evidence of being a good person, in these and many other incidents, he comes across not as a good person. No way would I describe the biblical Jesus as King of the universe. To all of you, thank you for watching this video.